Publishing is a learning process. Like anything else you do, you're gonna make mistakes along the way, the first time you do it, the second time you do it, and so on. What's important is learning from the mistakes. The next time you publish, it's gonna be a little smoother, it's gonna be a little easier. Everybody makes publishing mistakes, and in today's video, I'm gonna share with you guys a mistake I made with the Magi that still makes me cringe. And that mistake is this page right here. Yes, I have intentionally left an extra blank page in the middle of my front matter. The reason I added that extra blank page was for signing books. My thought process was I'm going to add a blank page in the front matter for the signing, for the whole, like I could do a little note, I could have my signature, it would be a whole page instead of adding it to the subtitle or title page. I, at the time, thought this is a genius idea. I looked at other books, I didn't see anybody else had done that. I thought, wow, like I'm gonna be the first person to do that. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna work out. It's gonna be cool. And there's nothing wrong with it per se, but it definitely it's a little embarrassing, and I will probably edit out that page in the future. For now, when I publish Illusion of Fear, when I publish Beldestein, going forward, there is no blank page. If you go in the front matter, and if you have a random blank page, I don't know what to tell you, it's not supposed to be there. Whereas with the Magi, it is supposed to be there. Typically, when signing a book, you sign either the title or subtitle page. Typically, there is like an order to the front matter. This first page in the book here, this is the title page. I'm trying not to crack the spine by like spreading it all the way. So we have the title page, and then you have the subtitle page. And the different, you add like the little book 2, your author name, if your book actually has like a subtitle, anything like that. And then for going forward, you have your copyright, you have your dedication, you have other information tossed in there. On the Magi, I have my title page, I have my subtitle page, and then I have my signing page. The reason I find this extra blank page embarrassing is I think it looks a bit amateurish. I also think that, if you order a copy of the Magi off of Amazon, it looks a little bit like a printing error because there's not supposed to be a random blank page in your book. Now, it's a relatively easy fix. I would just need to go into the file, I would need to get rid of that blank page, and then I would need to re-upload it to KDP. I have currently, at the moment, opted not to do that, just because it's not going to affect the readability of the book, and I also don't want to mess around with deleting pages and messing up the spine. I'll probably figure it out later. It's just one page. It shouldn't affect the spine, just in case I'm leaving it for now. Going forward, you will not see random blank pages in my book, and if you do, that would be a genuine printing error on KDP, not me. I take no blame. Now, going forward, I'm not saying that having a new idea that you've never seen before is bad. You might have the next great thing. If you have something you want to add that's never been done, that could become a trend. Other people could love it. People could be talking about it like crazy. But before you go ahead and do it, I would just say to consider that there is some reason for the uniformity. When it comes to books, you don't want to stick out in a negative way. There are some rules that you're not going to be shunned if you're broken. You're not going to be arrested if you don't have your titles on a third of the way down the page. You're not going to be shunned from the writing community if your front matter is in the wrong order. But there is a bit of a reason for it, that if you're going to make the decision to change it, have a reason why. Why are you changing it? Are you putting the acknowledgements in the front of your book for a reason, or are you just doing it to be different? It kind of depends. And in some ways, being different could be enough of a reason. Just keep in mind that later you might look back and think that's a little amateurish. Again, your new idea could be the next great thing, and I would encourage you to try and find a way to make it work. If you really love your new idea, go for it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. All I will say with certainty is when it comes to signing your book, please just sign the title or subtitle page like the rest of us. That is my most embarrassing publishing mistake. I hope this video provided some insight and you have permission to laugh at my expense. If you have a copy of the Magi and you're looking at that random blank page, now you know why. You know the reason for it. It is there for a reason. It was not an accident. It was just me being a beginner. And I've learned from that mistake going forward. Do you have an amateur publishing mistake? I would love to hear it down below. I think sharing this can actually provide insight to other authors because looking forward, they can kind of know. They're like, okay, so Paris has made that mistake. I'm not gonna make that mistake going forward. Or maybe, just maybe, you're reading this or watching this, I guess, and you're like, wow. Paris really did have an awesome idea. I'm gonna leave a blank page too. And if you do, and it's the next great trend, we're gonna have to remake this video and talk about how this is actually my most genius publishing idea. Let me know. I'm down for that. I'm down to change this embarrassing mistake into something awesome. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Whatever time it is, whether it's morning, evening, or night, have a great day.